Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Top 64 MHSEL Smash Playoffs here for Fall 2023. We got a full announcing team for you today. We have our usual suspects, Coach Jonathan and Coach Hines. Coach Jonathan, say hi.
Hi.
And we have a returning guest. You know, after seeing him in Shamrock Blue in the last 4 or 5 pictures, seeing him in DC Red again makes me very happy. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Mooney back on the mic.
Yeah, it's where I cut my teeth. So I get to ask the dumb questions again, and hopefully get some very intelligent answers.
Well, that's why Coach Jonathan's here.
Right.
I'll just give you dumb answers all day long.
No, you've gotten better. You've gotten a lot better. You can give insight.
He didn't say that you didn't give dumb answers.
He just said I've gotten
better.
Well, he proposed questions originally like you.
Yeah.
So it's just inquisitive nature.
So my questions were dumb questions, and some.
No. They're inquisitive. They're inquisitive questions that are baseline. They're not super in depth, but they're trying to gain an understanding.
You know what I hear?
Sweet way of saying dumb.
You know what I hear? I hear the same language teachers use on occasion.
There are no stupid questions. Only stupid people. Wait.
I don't know about
Ladies and gentlemen, after a little bit of a panic attack, you know, rooms with Ethernet drops just randomly stopping working, and a man scrambled to get set back up in Computer Lab A in, I think we had 17 minutes?
Yeah.
Something along those lines. I think we did pretty good. We got Smash Gray today over to our right. I recognize you cannot see that. Smash Gray going up against
JHL.
JHL, not a team we're terribly familiar with.
But they are top 5.
They are top 5.
HS.
JHS. Yeah, them too.
Where are they from?
I think they're Taylor.
From J.
I think.
Hailing from
Taylor.
J. Hailing from J, Michigan.
They're Taylor.
Right there in the middle of the state.
Now,
J, Michigan.
another thing to note is that they have 2 teams, and their second team is actually not that far behind them. I think they're like 7th or 8th. They're just below
so
red.
Stacked real close together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can't field a third man on Team 1. Very interesting. On our left, Team Red trying to get logged in and set up here. Looks like we are already.
Rules Governor question: can you have 3? Can you have a 2-person team?
They keep cycling the third person through.
Oh, got it.
They are roster locked now.
Got it.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. So,
I thought you meant that there were only 2 people on the team. I thought you couldn't do
there's
that.
2 consistent people on the team.
Right.
Looking at their history, these are the 2 that are carrying everything, and then they rotate their third player for consume
Hey,
experience.
Falcons Red. We are a home team. We need to make the arena.
And what would be better? Where do you want
Looks like, oh, look at it. Great team broke out a laptop.
Well,
Works significantly better. I like that.
a lot. We're banning PS2, and then we're between Small Battlefield, Town and City, and Smashville.
We got some cross-team chatter discussing some strategies for dealing with a snake, I believe.
Yes.
Out of JLHS.
So
right there in the middle of the state.
So here's my first question of the day. So what's the prevailing theory on what you would want to avoid against a snake in terms of a stage? You don't want this kind of stage.
Terrified.
That's his knowledge.
Mr. Crone, what stages do you not want to face a snake on?
Like, what are the features you want to avoid?
Usually,
Guys, I can't see the snake.
Well, it depends what kid you're playing, but if it's usually when I avoid the long stages,
No speed
so they
without
can't
it,
just kind
right?
of move out on this that stage. I'm
Little
playing
patient.
platform stages, unless it
More bang
character than snake.
Oh, whoa.
So typically,
Whoa.
Whoa, high stock, whoa.
They have money control.
Whoa.
I think they're playing.
Yeah.
Wait, why did
Wow.
they had wrong rules set up?
Bro, the wrong rule set.
We should take the free
I saw the stock count and I went, wait a minute.
Fast fall, fast fall.
Like,
So you know what? That's how I like to start a playoff season. Wrong rule set set up.
plummeting to your death is more forgiving than fast.
Panicking. Back over.
That was great.
Back over on red team. It looks like we got a Marth Roy match.
Sorties?
Well, sort of game.
Is that, would you call that a sortie then? For sorties?
No, sortie is a T. Sorties ends with, it's got that D.
No, I know, but isn't a sortie like a battle?
It's a mission.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't that work?
But that would be a sortie too then under that definition.
Yeah. A sortie.
So, I realize we've said this for the last 4 live streams, but welcome to the DHS or the DCHS whatever podcast where we just talk.
Yeah, that's fair. I long have maintained we could do and should do a podcast, so
I'm not sure anybody will listen to it.
it doesn't matter. We
We
still
can definitely do it.
Archive it.
I didn't
Oh,
think
we got-
Callus is the worst stage.
Callus is the worst
just
stage.
thinking about everything I said, and then that's tradition.
Okay,
I don't
whoa.
want to
Okay, so Kalos is worst stage.
So we're thinking like ice climbers rotating iceberg. That's the stage you want to fight Snake on. That'd be an interesting thing to watch.
That I could not.
What are the playoffs in today?
Oh.
What do we got?
Yes, top 64 Smash.
Two Smash, Rocket League.
Is
Can we
Rocket
reach
League,
out to Rocket League, see what's happening there?
is Rocket League top 64?
This doesn't seem to know.
Everything is top 64 today.
And then Valorant.
Roll through? Okay,
Also
actually,
played.
you can go through that.
Good luck, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Heinz, I'm gonna get out here at 4:30, so your daughter's gonna be almost at that point.
Okay, send her back this way.
Okay.
We'll put her in B room.
Oh, there's C4 there.
Okay, here we go. Marth versus Roy. I don't think I've seen Marth come out of Bordage in a while.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. But I guess
Oh,
except for
very
right now.
Brains on.
Well, these are two characters that want two very different things. Roy wants to get as close as possible, and
Basically the same thing.
it's basically the same character, but both of them have a very distinct mechanic of one wants to be hugging you, and the other one wants to be just barely touching you.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, with swords, the hilt mechanic was really strange for Roy. Like this, that seems like the worst part to hit somebody with on a sword.
Well, it depends on what you have going on the hill. You could have some crazy stuff. His doesn't have anything.
Wouldn't you? Was that a Kestis? Is that the glove that has the blade in it? Wouldn't you just use that at that point? Like, isn't the point of a sword distance? So you
Well,
don't get in
the
that
point
close.
of a spear is also distance or a lance.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like you would think you wouldn't want to hit something.
I find the point to be at the end.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's far away, so you do the damage, but you're not up close.
Okay, that's
Ooh, we're going all the way up to the. Oh.
Doesn't quite make it.
That's
But if
tough.
we take the stock
tough.
next, you know.
Do you think you can do it though?
If we can take the stock in an early exchange.
If I can hit him off stage,
Wait, no. We took the stock.
definitely.
Okay.
And I can definitely
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're marked.
combos in.
I lost it in the
Now we can stack the
Yeah, but too late. We already lost it. Broadcaster curse. Oh, except Marth already has Roy up to an 86, which is a. Oh, and there goes stock two.
It's fun.
Just deleted.
We should just stop talking altogether.
And that's
The gameplay
the
speaks for itself.
of all of his quick attacks.
Okay.
So
it seems
it's a
that's
whole
what you're
lot
trying
of
to
spacing for both the stage and
Taking control of center stage.
so.
Just getting those up air juggles. Oh, Roy just. I'm not sure what that. And there it goes. But that up smash out of Roy at 11%.
So that's something to be mindful of in terms of stage selection. That was good. He got him underneath early, and his recovery wouldn't let him go up the angle of the
Yep.
2 times in a row.
Yeah, deleting 2 stocks.
I can do it.
Okay. That's good. Good confidence.
So you said that
Gray, I'm hearing good confidence out of Gray on the right hand side.
Then he believes he can take it back.
now you said Roy and Marth. One likes to be a little bit distant. One likes to be real close. Who's who?
So Marth
so
has a
they
tipper
didn't have
mechanic,
that
so the
count.
tip part of his sword does the most damage,
Okay.
and then everything else trails off the further you get.
Got it.
While Roy has strongest at the hilt,
Got
and then
it.
it distances
Got it.
away.
Okay.
It's all about
So
those
it-
grenades on the platforms, man.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we went mic silent there for a second as we're trying to figure out some Rocket League gameplay. That's right, your national champs Rocket League team trying to figure out if this is a best of 5 or best of 7. Seems to be some conflict there. Over on red team, we're trying to figure out if Davidson down smash wanted Marth or wanted Roy. I'm not sure what that Ditto matchup was.
Esports is hard.
Esports is hard. You know, clicking a button on what you want is hard. You should see me at a McDonald's on the little push screen now.
Do they have those? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I haven't been in McDonald's in a long time.
All right, so it looks like it is a Roy choice for Falcons red.
Shit, you
Okay,
can
my approach to that.
Oh, here we go. All right, back in it. I love playoff days stacked all at once. Roy coming out with what seems to be a little bit of a aggressive lead there.
I mean, he has to. He can't give Marth the distance to get by.
Oh, he is just whiffing on those smash attacks at weird percents, though.
Yeah, he's getting bullied a little bit right now. Oh, and
There he goes again.
his jump got eaten.
Those Roy recoveries.
It's not as bad as Crom recovery.
This is true.
Crom is
dare
in our
say.
matchup.
I dare say.
It is.
The better character.
He's the more. I would say
Crom is in our matchup.
he could be a more consistent character at some points.
Yeah, it's interesting. We prefer, or the community prefers Lucina over Marth for consistency, but prefer Roy over Crom.
Well, because distancing with Tipper is harder than hugging your opponent with aerials.
You know, I do like a nice hug.
You can just hit anywhere.
That's true, but it's. I think the big thing is that recovery is very problematic for the poor guy. Like if he had Roy's recovery instead of spinning up and down, I think he would definitely be the better one of the two. But that type of recovery has a lot of flaws. We're not getting into Roy versus Crom again.
Roy starting to play a little more patient, but
And,
just gets the stop to lead it again.
No, I don't feel that. I don't feel that. I thought it was it. We lost, but I did much better.
Okay, that's
And
good.
you know what? That is what counts. Sounds like Gray Team had a better performance. Still not the outcome we would want, but we're about growth. We had improvement.
Yeah.
McVean seems very happy with his performance. I'm very happy with it.
I could possibly have. So with that kind of performance, it's pretty good.
Excellent.
You see someone go to 164 against a Roy.
No. No, you don't.
Clash.
If I could do that, you guys can definitely. For real.
Alright. Ooh, caught with up B. Still not dead though. Countered. Oh. JV3.
That is the JV3 on Marth. Well played, good sir. Well played.
Alright, what's going on over there?
I'll get you that.
You're fighting the DK? Okay. It is confirmed DK is next up for their roster.
All right. And that's going to be Art Van going
Art
into that
Van.
DK. And Red back to declaring who we're sending first. Based off of what I'm seeing, looks like Mr. Crow's taking the seat.
Both teams are actually very even time in terms of like their games.
I am not finding.
Honestly, though,
I am
found
digging and
5
digging and
stocks
digging,
items.
and I'm not finding anything on playoffs.
No rule changes or anything.
I thought it went best of 5 up until semis, and then semis were best of 7. But
Playoffs.
wait. Can we look at last year's record?
I don't know if that matters.
Oh, right. Good call.
They did do a lot of changing into this season. That's the thing.
I mean, if the website says best of 7, then I think we just go best of 7, right?
Yeah. High school playoff start dates.
You don't need music. We got spirit.
Yes, we do. We've got spirit.
How about you? Yeah, I like that.
Never mind sprinkling, but not a good
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for the silence on the mic as we try to figure out this one, but there really isn't a, hey, these are best of fives.
I mean, there should be something in terms of playoffs format, in terms of the Rocket League specific rule set, right?
I'm intrigued that Connor was so adamant about not playing best of 7.
I mean, that is long.
It is.
Well, but I mean, if you, as the team who's the higher seed, if you expect to do well,
Checking real book, best of 7 seems right.
last year in the spring, it was 4. It was best of 7 in the first round. So
It was?
I would say, yeah, I would type that in. I can type it in.
Last year, best of 7 happened in round 1. So keeping tradition and match assistant.
Sweet.
Should be best of 7.
I mean, right now you guys are on even pace.
You
You're
know,
on even pace right now.
Did we?
English is
I
hard.
think English is very hard. I think we're back to the podcast. It really isn't
I
a
mean,
esports stream. It's
English
a podcast.
can be very hard. My friend's learning Japanese though, and I hear that's a little harder because
heard-
there's 3 different.
Yeah, different ways of writing.
Three different.
I've heard Mandarin Chinese is one of the hardest, if not
Chinese?
the hardest. Yep. Or Arabic.
Yeah, it's a whole different letter system.
Yes, exactly.
At least with Spanish and
Pictographic.
French and German, it's
Friends.
French. Oh. I just saw a very funny YouTube video about the French language, and here we go.
I'm all ears about it though.
All right, so we got Snake up against the Aegis twins.
So this begs an interesting question. Are we going best of 5 for Smash, or is it best of 7 for Smash?
It's best of 5
They
still.
decided to go best of 5 overall, but I'm pretty sure playoffs last season was best of 5, and the normal season was best of 3.
Got it.
I
Yeah, that was a change. You're right.
I understand why they switched to best of 5, but
Now, is that best of 5 player versus player, or best of 5?
Good use of the one.
Well, no, the team is still best
Nikita?
of 5. Yeah.
I love watching the thrust go out of the Nikita and somebody get trapped by that and not realize it.
Switching into the Pyra.
I mean 74 is not a bad percentage
No.
to switch in. Right? They're also at a high enough damage to where you
Ooh,
know,
just getting launched by that C4.
Ooh.
Oh, couldn't take advantage of it. Anticipating a shield drop.
and they are taking advantage of the range of the sword though. They're poking from a distance.
They just love side B,
that's,
though.
that's side B.
I mean, we've only seen one.
It always lasts longer than I expect it to last. It's always like a half a second longer.
We've only seen one Aegis this season that wasn't
Oh,
special happy.
Nice work.
nice work cleaning up that stock.
Try and take some damage here. Or not, keep.
And there's that last second. Woo! Ooh,
That was good.
yeah.
Good dodge there.
160.
Yeah, I mean, it's that heavy. Ooh, but he lives. Using grenade to clear ledge there.
He came here to kick butt and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of bubblegum.
Did he even bring any?
Yeah, he said he likes his breath minty fresh.
I mean, Altoids can do that. Do people still eat Altoids?
They do at parent-teacher conferences, I know that. Because they're handed out in the little...
Oh, Aegis catching the grenades. Did not catch that grenade.
Catch these hands.
Caught that one, though.
Still, this is a good way to chip away at that damage.
Oh, but he had to
Still-
come up into
still-
that.
I like Snake's creeper walk. You know, when he like slowly like...
I mean,
How about when he does the belly crawl?
Yeah,
cross.
those are good too.
We got 2 tense matches on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aegis now just catching nades, trying to throw them back.
So, do you play the Aegis character similarly to Pokemon Trainer? Is that like the meta where you like certain percentages you shift over?
Yes.
It's a bit.
More complicated.
It's a bit. Actually, it might be more simpler for Aegis because their weights
I
are
was
about
just
the
gonna ask
same.
that, yes.
It's like only like 1 number difference between Pyro and Mythra in terms of like weight and jump height, but their speeds are very different.
Yeah,
All they keep saying.
There's only 1 Aegis this season. Like I said, they did not spam specials.
So is this like a a character for people who are learning and are not fairly skilled?
Oh!
I would
It's
say
that stock
well
deleted.
I would say Aegis is one of the easier high skill ceiling potential characters because beyond their mechanic of 2 characters and foresight for Mythra, they're really just another sortie.
And clearly this person has skill, right? They're managing the grenades relatively well, but like that, it's like the side B show.
It really is the side B show.
I mean, they're just trying to keep him away, and you know,
You just gotta win.
I feel like their functionality is since it's worked 1 time,
Right.
they're gonna just keep doing it, which is not necessarily an awful
doesn't have
mentality
to
in
be, yeah.
Smash. But it can leave you open to the player adapting,
And it looks like Mr. Chrome is adapting to
good
the
job.
fact that they keep snagging that grenade.
Does the side B act as a wall for projectiles?
It does blow up most projectiles.
So how,
Oh, we're just gonna do the. Oh! No! Oh!
Matt, how you doing? You're here, okay. But how do you feel after that match? You got rocked. Okay.
I mean, I noticed you were a little too aggressive in neutral, and he would grab or F tilt, and he would get knocked backwards.
Did Valor show up? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Deep breath. Great team. Fist bump in. Avery, fist bumps. Let's do it. Come on. We got this, Gray. You beat Novi.
I find that saying of ours so interesting because I mean it's said, but like last season technically like Bloomfield and Rochester were more of a problem like long term. Where
But
Novi
you know, you gotta have your bracket demon.
I mean I guess that's fair.
If you lose this one,
Are they going Pyra Mithra again?
Looks like it.
Are we running back? It says Series 2, Game 2. Looks like we're running it back.
And started hammering the knife. It took him like, it took him like 5 hammers with the knife to cut it.
Yeah.
And the knife was badly cut. Like,
So now could be a good moment for me to talk about your BAP gameplay. If you want.
Yeah! Let's drop it in. What did you see? Other than I was horrible.
Yeah, you play unoptimally with BAP. So if you want a summary of what we noticed, the first game that we played, you had some really good heal numbers, not very good damage or assist numbers. And the second game, you had not very good heal numbers comparatively, and pretty decent damage and like assist numbers. So you're tempoing, but not in game. You're tempoing between games.
Tempoing between games. That's a thing. Here we go. We're running it back. I believe this is same stage even.
Small battlefield. Wow, both games are starting at the same
Yes, starting at the exact same time. Aegis trying to show some patience there, waiting the grenades out. But I think that's their only, like, they know to deal with the grenades, but after that it just kind of falls apart.
I mean, there's a lot to worry about with Snake on the stage because you can't just play around the grenades because then there's the whole character that's still running at you. The whole military man that's...
Oh, that's switching to Aegis all right. Back to Mithra. switching to Aegis, switching to Pyra, back to Mithra.
I mean, it gives them the advantage of speed and closing in, but like right there, they decided to keep distance and switch to Pyra instead of closing.
They're hoping for that side B. I mean, it seems to be their strongest.
I mean, it's
piece
fun
right now.
It's a funny move and difficult to adapt to.
I think Snake blew himself up.
I think he blew himself up too.
Yeah, 24 seconds.
Oh, and it just happened.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. As Connor would say, unlucky.
Tense game.
It is.
Overall.
Tense grades all the way around.
So far, maximum advantage. He's taken one stop.
Nice. So, all right. Oh,
Taking
Mithra
two?
still 2 stocks. Mithra out of play on red team. 2 stocks over on DK side. Love it. Double flare blitz. You love to see it.
Only in playoffs. Yeah.
Only in playoffs does a double flare blitz work.
Yeah, it was 1 on the stage, into combo, 1 to kill.
Ooh, gets the grab choke, throws him off stage. Oh, times that rocket launcher. Well,
You know, if he didn't do that, but it's just bully.
it's just bully. You know, you have to.
Assert.
You have to make a statement.
You're asserting dominance on the playing field. Okay, it's about sending a message.
It is about that. Is the phrase I was looking for. We did tell them to respect our opponents no matter what, and
The biggest form of respect is not flattery.
No,
it's fully expressing your skill versus their skill.
Yeah, I will do everything in my power to take advantage of everything that happens here.
Yes.
Oh! I think that was a forward tilt out of Pyra, but mistimes their side B. Gets the grab though. You know, that heavy body on Snake just saying, I'm still 138. I'm still here. Little grenade coverage on the way down. Pyra going back to that corner again. Oh. Poor, I don't think Pyra knows what to do against all the projectiles. Ooh, ooh. Yeah! Yeah! Great team with the win. Head into B lap. You know what? I'm gonna get in on that fist bump. Nicely done. Do it again.
I think you might want to.
Speaking of that, Coach March, or not Coach March, Coach Jonathan recommended taking a little bit of a breather right as Mr. Chrome seals it up. Nicely done,
Both our
team.
teams are clutching.
I love the clutch.
Clutching it in.
Squirtle's what we were missing. That's what we were missing.
The Squirtle was the miss?
Yeah, I started on Ivy last game.
It's the size.
I have no idea how the audio quality is going to turn out on this one.
It's,
The worse the better.
The worse the better. The deep fried.
Well, do you mind? Oh, you do mind? I'm sorry. Then don't.
Yeah, I might.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm pulling it up. If actually no, I can't. I don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Pull up with a laptop.
there you go.
Maybe.
Sheen, I love the hat.
in and out.
Very nice. Those are my style hats. Oh, Garrett's got it too.
I used to wear
How
that
long you missing?
Callum,
I don't have one.
I
I
was.
have one. This is.
I have red.
Hold on.
You'll bring
You guys
it?
can match. Is this a bit more visible now?
Garrett going all rally cap for his first appearance on Red Team.
You need to take a walk. Would that help too?
I don't know, man.
Oh, look at those shakes.
You have a
Look
water?
at those shakes. Okay, so back to it. I mean, you said I didn't do bad.
No, I wouldn't say you did
Honestly,
bad as bad.
Because I think I declared, I am sorry, I am lousy.
Okay.
And you were like, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad because it shows that you know how to prioritize in certain regards, but you're just prioritizing too much in one game versus another, which they were two different game modes. One was control, one was push, so It can happen.
Could have.
Though I will say,
recently.
yeah,
I did.
He played it with
a
the-
prospective Overwatch coach here for DC.
Oh, who's that?
Hunter, one of Coach Jonathan's friends.
heard
He's
the
looking
team
to
is
take
currently-
over the entire esports position here. I love
Hunter
it.
to go away.
No, Jonathan can have it. I've lost all my
I heard the
hair.
team is all. Is it currently a female team?
Oh, so there's 2 potential teams, one being an all-female team.
Very exciting. Where are we at here? I've been checking out.
So we
Game 3.
Okay, so we're up 2-0.
Yep.
2-0.
And
Game 2, 1-1.
Got it. Matthew, good bounce back.
yeah, he's got the he's over there.
And he's a little
Try not to.
little
The
shady.
hands. It's the hands at the end of the day. You know, it's like.
That's where hand warmers come in.
Yeah. We should start selling those.
Mewtwo and a Bowser on red.
So you think I just focus on one thing over the other?
I mean, I could also say that in our push game, I wasn't seeing you taking high ground in a lot of instances because out of your positioning, you were dying to Roadhog a lot, and you knew the Roadhog was there, and you kept dying to Roadhog, so I could assume that your positioning could have improved over time.
Probably. All right, here we go. Back to Smash.
Back to Smash.
YouTube
Should write
against
an
a
essay
browser.
on his-
Hey, I like the VOD reviews. I didn't realize he was paying that much attention.
Well, you know, you had a prospective coach in there. He has to pay attention. He has to get in there.
This is true.
And it's hard not to notice when you.
How bad I was playing?
Well, when you win and lose games, you tend to notice where the slack is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that?
really-
big?
Wow.
Anyways, there's a Bowser review too.
In the years we've known Coach Nintenstar, I'd say he's grown quite a bit. in
Yeah,
terms of
yeah.
His verbal.
Like I said, he's taking
rap
over the program.
Yowza.
Ooh, with that ledge stun again. Disable, gets back to stage.
Now, this is an interesting matchup in terms of weight. We have one of the heaviest character in the game.
Yes.
Versus presumably one of the top 10 light.
Oh.
Unfortunate recovery. But I would say this is still a pretty even setup.
Gets that disable again.
There we go.
Nice.
So is Mewtwo like a big status effect style player? Like.
I mean, he has the disable and,
And he
he
has
has a deflect.
confusion.
Yes. But I would say I don't know how to classify him because he's a super lightweight character that plays with his projectile very well, and he's very floaty, so he has good aerials. The status is good, but it has a lot of end lag.
Ooh, staying out
And it can
under
be
a
easily
Bowser.
blocked. So it's a cool gimmick move that you can occasionally throw out, but you have
Don't
to be
want to
careful.
rely on it.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we have Gray starting there, man.
Ooh. Bowser sealing up that second stock. Oh, Bowser taking it from ledge. All right, Garrett. Don't you Kalahari me.
Oh, wait. What is that?
Kalahari? No, we're ignoring.
I think it's a resort.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's all. I think that's all it is.
Like some players that we never really.
Yeah, and didn't get any sleep.
It just.
All right. We got over on Gray team. Oh, it's tense. It is very tense. Both players at high percentages.
Cargo.
Donkey Kong getting that cargo hold off. Charizard responding. Oh, does not finish off the DK. Ladies and gentlemen, you're just hearing the chatter from the sides here. Sorry, we do not have visuals. Nice. Charizard finishing off that
2-2.
first stock. Immediately into Squirtle, racking up some damage.
Keeping that momentum going.
Yeah.
I mean,
He did say game 1 that the missing element was Squirtle, and right now Squirtle is just abusing that DK.
well, Squirtle has the frames and the speed to take advantage of all the laggy moves. Yes, and of all the laggy, weird moves that DK can throw out.
Ooh, switching into Ivysaur with a Donkey Kong at 115, trying to abuse those Ivysaur aerials.
Oh, you didn't.
Ooh, does he get it? Doesn't get it. Can he keep Ooh! Gets the down air spike. DK not making it back to stage, giving Art Van the lead. Art Van looking for that opening, sitting at 74.
Ooh, DK not letting up pressure.
No, he can't. Oof. Whiffed, but
Ooh,
Ivy surviving.
back to stage. Ooh,
Going into Charizard. Ooh. Here we go, back to red.
ooh,
Oh,
he made it big.
He made it back into it. So doing a little bit of a switch. Going into Incineroar from Mewtwo. Something that Coppertop's been comfortable with for a couple of seasons now.
So what's the matchup change here then, Coach? To switch to an Incineroar. Close range.
Heavier weight,
Yep.
so you don't have to worry as much about just Bowser just clipping you off of like not even that strong of moves. Revenge is huge against Bowser's heavy hits.
Couldn't you use Revenge, especially since this Bowser seems to love the down airs
Yes.
and down Bs? You just wait
you go.
for it. Oh,
boy.
just deleting that stock. Yeah! Falcons great, pulling it off. You're listening to two matches at the same time here, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Mooney going over to shake hands. Glad he was here for that. Speaking of awesomeness,
Really,
Very excited. Very
yeah,
big spirit.
big spirit.
Esports is real sports.
That's right.
Feels, man.
Incineroar definitely
Ooh, love that
teaching
move.
this Bowser.
Oh. Ooh, goes for the grab.
Big suplex.
Big
Big
super.
drop suplex guy.
I'm
Big
all,
suplex at it.
oh!
Second time, all right.
Second time. Is this gonna be a JV3?
Halftime change up here. It was real smart.
Wouldn't it just be third time change?
Intermission.
Intermission. Oh!
Two frame.
Two frame on the ledge.
Rocket League won 4 games now.
Okay.
Oh, that was fast.
Yep. Made short work of their opposition.
Actually, no, it's point
Ooh. I will always find the spin funny because it'll always be counted as one of the worst best moves in the game. Because it is so laggy, but the hitbox of it and the
Giant swing.
the angle of it make it such a good just get off.
Bowser get. Oh!
I gotta say, I think when Zangief did it.
Oh, what is he doing? God, he held that smash attack forever. Oh,
I mean,
missed the
it could have
revenge.
been a really funny revenge, but if he didn't time revenge, then he would have died.
Oh! Nicely done.
Adjustment. Good
Good adjust. Good adjust. Long distance fist bump. That's right. Get in there. Give him a fist bump.
dropped it.
He brought it back. Ordaz, come on. That's right.
So it's best of 3, best of 5.
I'm a little nervous, but
Yeah,
I
best of
And
5.
best of 3. It's a best of 3 for a match, and
Yep.
best of 5 of those.
Yeah, so they need one more over there.
Yeah, understood.
And
this is
over
rubber
here
match.
is
Is 1-1.
And our band's
1-1.
done. Nice.
Now we got Angry. Angry's up. You got this.
stock up on this.
Hype it up. What do you got on the headphones for today? Green Day. Okay, nice choice.
She does not want to be an American Idiot.
No.
That's what I heard.
That's holiday.
That's what she said.
Oh, holiday Green Day. I was gonna say a little jingle bells might be appropriate for today. Are you going to wear? Do they have Pikachu with the Santa hat?
I'm sure they do.
There must be. The marketing team at Nintendo must have that. Did I hear
There is a winter hat that has the dread downs, and there's Pokeballs at the end. Of it.
Yeah, I mean,
There's that one.
Dread down.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know what I would call those either, actually.
The ear flaps with the little tassels.
Tassels probably fits better.
He probably doesn't know as much about tassels as you do.
We're on a stream.
It's just accoutrement.
Accoutrement.
Anyways.
Oh, Frenchie.
Before we round it back.
It's like the fight meme. It's like, come here.
But yeah, onto Peru with Iari. I think Iari fits your gameplay style a lot better because you can just throw that pylon. That's all you need to worry about. Just placement of that, and when to destroy it before the enemies destroy it. Because if you destroy it, it's a shorter cooldown.
Yep.
Or no cooldown. Can't remember at the moment.
It's kind of funny. Sometimes it feels like there is none.
But all you would need to
Sometimes
do
it feels like there is.
throw that there, and then you can continue to be your aggro self and go forward and hit the headshots.
I can't seem to hit a headshot with it.
Well, it's hit scan, so as long as you focus on training your tracking, there's no.
But so's Bap. Bap's hit scan, and I can hit with
He's
him all
technically
day long.
projectile.
Is he really?
Yes, he has fall off. Iari doesn't. Pure hit scan, no travel distance. It's you hit the head every single time.
So you should have seen it. We're in the last match I'm playing with them, and Coach Jonathan's playing Lifeweaver, and I'm beating a tactical retreat to try to do some long distance shooting, but it's like overtime. The thing's clicking down. So as I bolt to catch a better angle, Coach Jonathan feels that my best position is on point right now, and use the grab displacement that Lifeweaver had, and it literally looked like me clawing away.
No,
Like, you will die now. And I promptly did die.
no. Our other player, Hunter, did proclaim that he questioned my decision making in that.
Yeah.
However, he was being targeted by a soldier alt.
Sure.
So that's aimbot.
Yeah.
He was gonna be dead no matter what because
He made the corner.
he has a sprint button. He has a sprint button. He can round that corner, focus you down. So my idea is that if I bring him closer to me,
Maybe I'll take the shots and he lives.
no, there's a theory that if he shoots the ground, that he heals me, and then I keep healing him, and we stall long enough for the rest of our team to come back. Because I want to say, he did die almost immediately after me doing it, but I think he was dead no matter what.
Almost immediately.
But I proceeded to hold that line for another 20 to 30
Are
seconds.
we running it back? We're running it back. So back to the DC Falcons podcast.
Yes.
Right.
We're gonna interrupt the DC Falcons podcast
For a Smash event?
for a Smash event.
That's nice.
We see Angry Avery loading up right there. A little Green Day Christmas music in her ears.
Yeah, Pikachu
That seems
is-
angry.
Pikachu, as always.
I hope she has the time of her life, honestly.
What?
I'm putting on the beanie skin.
The beanie skin? Awesome. I love it.
You know, it's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right.
Good job over there.
So I'm just a basket case over here. at this point.
He's on his last game right now.
Okay.
All right.
First Green Day song, I really.
So,
I really
will we
made
comment
through.
on the fact that Avery is not in uniform after the
I
match? We don't.
am.
There it is.
All right.
Moving
she's got-
forward, let's not do that anymore.
Yes.
You can get a skin for Ultimate where Pikachu is the
Ah.
and down special is
Good lord. What a day.
I love my.
For the stream, she did in fact have her jersey.
Yeah, she does have her jersey.
We were
Inquire minds want to know.
we were very wrong. She did have her jersey.
There we go.
There is a poker. Please.
T-Jolt is like a T-Jolt.
I'm running it back and sent. Ooh, amazing command grab.
Early grab, but quick response damage-wise.
Yeah. Evened it up real fast. Incineroar showing Bowser what a real grab looks like. Nets and all. Oh,
revenge.
catches that revenge. Oh, missed the whip.
Oh, still has revenge hit though.
Watch his nene. Yes, it made job at the last.
I don't know if it was.
Oh, that was 100% planned. 100%
Genius
planned.
maneuver.
And you know the worst part is now head game for Bowser.
100%.
Like that just happened to me. I lost a stock. You know he's going full aggro now.
Ooh, we have a villager on the right.
Ooh, Avery very familiar with the villager gameplay.
Yeah, our local villager.
Rom. Ooh.
Full strength forward smash. All right, dancing around each other.
Yeah, again a little bit of what. I like to see that neutral air. Ooh, I thought he was gonna get another free stock
I was
there.
curious about that.
And
Suplex. Bowser does cover that return well with that forward swipe.
That back throw just is so impactful. Like,
He just keeps getting
just
caught out. Oh, down air spike right at the ledge.
Though I gotta be honest,
I will say, with my,
Is that because your love of WWE?
it might be part of it. Who knows?
I would say,
Unfortunate. But you know what?
But we'll take that.
We take that.
We'll take that.
I will say, with my hours in the game, Incineroar is a very fun character to play.
Yeah.
And I think that was almost their entire goal with the character, because Sakurai said that their goal was just to have a grappling wrestling persona, and
And you can
Pokemon
only
Sun
have
and
John Cena in so many. Sorry.
Pokemon Sun and Moon just came out, and they had a wrestling
Makes sense.
Pokemon.
Makes sense.
Oh, looking over at Gray Team.
Pikachu
Avery's
seems
applying
to
the
be
pressure.
holding court so far.
Ooh,
It's kind of those. It's kind of a matchup where like these characters kind of just dance around each other for a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Heavy zoner, and then Pikachu's waiting to get in at that right moment to get the right aerials.
Interesting. I don't understand the tree use there.
Axe. Planting a tree gives you axe.
True. I think they might have been anticipating maybe a Russian.
Environmentalism.
Probably. The trees are important.
They are.
Yeah, but if you're just gonna chop it
Yeah,
down.
he did immediately chop it down. So
Lightweights die at 60 to tree because it sends them up.
Yeah, but who runs into tree?
A lot of
you can be
people.
George of the
surprised.
Jungle.
Oh, that is
George
fair.
of the Jungle.
Sometimes where I want to wave dash and counter it, and sometimes I drop the counter.
Tree is like DDD down B. It's really good.
Yes.
Now theory crafting.
Okay.
In the optimistic, surely what happens outcome, we take this stock. I presume the enemy team puts Snake first again,
Yes.
and I would assume they assume that we would lead
Art Van.
Art Van.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
The question is,
Nice take.
in said outcome, do we play into that?
The unfortunate truth is we have to declare first.
I don't see any outcome where if we could declare map first, they don't put Snake first.
Yeah.
Unless the
check
DK
out.
is very heavily into running it back. But those last two matches, I think can Axe.
It was an accident.
We should have axed a bit earlier.
They were asking for it.
Yeah, and they were axing to use the axe.
Well,
And it
they
just
got
so happened
use
to accidentally.
it. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. So how many times do they have to hit the tree with the axe?
Twice. Once on.
One gets a cut and one like fells.
Does anything happen to their opponent?
Yeah,
If-
it hurts you.
It goes through the tree and it can't hit.
Yeah, there is
Okay.
a
That's
hitbox on the
what
other
they're-
side.
Mr. Hines.
Because that's how axes work.
Yes.
Yes.
Not at all.
If you hit the tree once on one side.
Well, think of
once
it like
on
a
the other,
tremor. You know, like a tremor, like the
Also,
tremor
Mr.
from the
Hines?
hit.
The inertia of the tree says nah.
Mr. Hines, you can chop it once on each side and it just stays there. And if anybody attacks it, the tree has such a high health.
Nice!
I will always,
Yeah!
Use it.
I will always say,
Even though you can hit the tree just like Pac-Man's hydrant, like it works exactly the same. You cannot destroy the tree. It is time-based.
I will.
You can.
You have to do a stupidly high amount of damage.
Instead of our F smash.
Destroy the tree.
I will say, death to Pikachu dash attack is always a funny one because it almost never results in the finish screen. It just kind
Oh
of,
my gosh.
it just kind
I've
of,
used Buster F
It's
smash on this.
it just flings you into the last zone and
And it just goes
gives
game
you,
over.
Yeah, it just gives you no resounding.
There's nothing to it.
No, there's nothing to it.
Sorry.
And to clarify,
So you definitely 100% get the podcast version now, as we try to give you a play-by-play of Gray Team. All right, so are you and Hunter willing to play with me again, or am I just too low?
Oh, we're willing to play with you. I mean, it's not like those games were bad. Those are pretty standard, normal games. I mean, it's not, you know, those matches, you know, we'll encounter any type of match, you know. Any game time allows us to also gain more experience in the game. And if we're helping you along the way, that's another benefit.
You are so nice. Are you real?
I can be.
Okay.
I can be your real guy. But I will say, I think if you take the time to push into Iari and focus on the hit scan, that's a lot easier than a triple burst to focus in on to get maximum damage. It's just still there's a tempo to it because you have to wait for that full charge.
Yep.
And it's just pew, and you know, headshot, body shot, full charge, that kills most of the squishies in the game. Another thing to know is that with her shift, the burst, if you hold it, you get more upwards momentum, so you can clear jumps. And if you just tap it, you have more horizontal momentum.
Okay, so I thought it was with the jump key. I thought I saw a tooltip somewhere.
I think that also
Is it the same effect, or if I hold jump and charge the burst, I get
I
higher?
will let my not maining Iari enough to. It's one of those things where, like, in the moment, I just do it. So I might be saying something that's completely wrong, but you also know the other. It's one of those two.
Yeah.
For me, it's just an instinctive thing in the thing that I know which one it was. But also, to be fair, I got dogged down by my two people that I play with. That I didn't know it instinctively off the bat either, but also they hogged Iari when she came out. So I'm like, why are you guys dogging me? When you guys
I was
play her
about
off
to say, you know, having tested it in the target range, I was sad I couldn't get up to some of the high ground I could with BAP. But as you pointed out, I don't do that anyway. So
She will not reach the same heights, but she's about half of a full charge.
Yep, this guy has it
yeah.
in any of his games.
There just be somebody be like, hello.
I still don't know what happened to the other two long cords.
Right now, he just played Villager, so he can't
Stuff
really
disappears
mess up.
here.
He's-
You know? Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah, they don't want
It's
it.
good. Did I put it in this drawer? No,
It's
there
nothing
would-
huge though. Like once a TV disappears, then we start need to ask some serious questions.
Like, hey. Yes, sir.
For the last stock against that Bowser, when I did that uppy, I was trying to
Make sure you wrap the cords up.
I was trying to get an uppy kill,
Kind of tricky.
May I see
like an
that?
uppy spike kill, drag up spike kill. Wouldn't let me get it. I was sad.
Yeah.
I was fishing
Yeah,
for
it's
it.
just Thanksgiving. Oh, these are the ones you did.
Let me go. Okay, what's the story here? So, yeah, Falcons red 4-0. Perfect. We can shut that down.
That's not.
I'm going to go check to make sure Valo showed up.
All right.
Yeah, because I don't want to stop their recording.
Understandable.
So we'll just give it'll be like old school radio baseball.
I don't.
I'll be right back.
I'm just a skating track.
How's Gray doing as a whole? How you guys? Waiting? Chilling? Chilling?
Random character. What do you think they're gonna
Gary, you
throw?
won?
Yeah.
It's not Villager. Obviously.
3-0 for a whole thing.
I mean, their past record, like I met, Ice Climbers, Greninja, Mario, those characters have almost nothing in common.
Pull out the ZSS.
And then Villager has almost nothing in common with any of those previous
You know,
three.
honestly, I'm thinking that they have a Smash Ultimate character picker. Hit random.
Oh, you think they have a wheel?
A wheel, like a wheel of chi.
No, just all 78 Smash characters?
It's 80.
Oh, he's just picking
80.
It's in the 80s. I think it's 80.
4.
Okay.
I was gonna say 81 or 2, but I'm like, no, that was a
It's
higher
an
myth.
even
It was
number. It's an even number. It's
complicated.
67 and then an odd number of DLC.
Who knows? Maybe they play Sora. I don't know.
Honestly, anyone can
Cinema
play
is only
Sora.
69 if you
Nah.
count Ivysaur and Charizard as 2 different fighters.
What's the
game does.
Hang on, what's that one called?
Yeah, but
What's the one character with the one
It's a
thing?
blue one. That's all I know.
It's a blue
Hang
character.
on. Hang on.
Let's say that there's 80 characters. You just hit
well,
random,
Sonic's
pick a number
blue.
1 to 80,
No,
go
no,
through.
no.
Meta Knight is kind of blue.
Luigi has a blue skin.
Kirby is a blue skin.
Kirby does have a blue skin. Deity is blue.
Mega Man.
He's just red cloak.
Lucario.
Lucario.
Villagers.
Villager!
I mean, I think Villager has a bluish.
Yeah, he does.
What is the big
If you look at Rob, yeah.
The black
Yeah, I think Ron plays the light blue, right?
Yeah, he plays the white Rob.
I can't believe how
I think that might be a different type of Villager.
That's what I thought at first, I'm not kidding. Bad. There's already a mod for that. There has to be.
Villager in my team.
Here's the thing, would it be a Steve skin or would it be a Villager skin?
Oh no, there's a Steve mod where he is Villager and has his house.
Well, it doesn't.
Is
It,
there a Villager mod for Villager?
there might be.
No, Villager gets a Villager skin. The Villager Animal Crossing is a Villager.
And then they're talking about other stuff.
All right.
So in terms of random games, so with Hunter, he has a Discord and he has a bunch of people in it. And a game has come out recently. If people are watching, they might know it. It's called Lethal Company.
The Valo team keeps trying to convince me I have to play Lethal Company.
I think Lethal
Everybody's talking about Lethal Company.
Lethal Company is probably some of my favorite video content to enjoy because it's, you know, it has that scary game element, but you're also with all your friends and comrades, and you can encounter really funny situations with when you're put against survival against the clock and collecting items in hostile
Is that
environments.
one like you're in a space suit and you're exploring form? I think I've seen some, like there can be giant spiders in there.
Yes, giant spiders.
Oh, I have seen it. I didn't know that's what the game was.
Yes, and it's still early access.
Like you can get a flashlight. And one guy's got the flashlight.
Yeah, you have to order all that.
You almost
Now that
instant
I
die.
thought about this, I'm not even kidding. It's an epiphany. It's just a combination of Rust and Moonbase Alpha.
So it looks like they decided to run it back.
Yes, I think this is the first time, with what we know, they have picked the same character twice.
Interesting.
Well, no, this guy specifically, Rika. Or Rico? Riku? Riku.
Johnson.
Riku.
So did this school take the view that we can essentially, our other two players are strong enough that we can just sack the third player and build a second team?
Maybe. I mean, they have 3 benched people, then this guy, and then the piranha plant that disappeared, I think. No, wait, that was that team. Never mind. They don't have that piranha plant.
Because they have 2 teams that are almost, both are top 10, neck and neck, correct?
Pretty, I mean, the other team, compared to when we look at other teams that have a second team, it is significantly closer than other teams that we see. Because as we can say with Davidson, top 10 team as their first one, and then this other team is like 40 something like that. So
Mr. Hines, we have a minor issue, and that is we need to decide.
Nice!
We need to decide what's going on for next game because we don't know if they're sending in their DK or their Snake.
Well, and we don't until we declare.
yeah, our theory craft over here is presumably they will think that he is going to go because he beat DK, and they're going to. I think they send the Snake no matter what because Snake won.
Or they send DK because they think that we're going to think they're sending Snake.
I think the only way DK
This is
gets.
a rock paper scissors.
I think no matter what they anticipate, he goes, and it comes down to.
Avery for a chance to go against.
I just presume no matter what that they think he's going next for a potential finish because he won very strongly against a strong character. Because I think they won't anticipate that they'll send this guy next. I don't think this guy's gonna play
Yeah,
again.
he's not going there.
The only way DK plays next is if I think the conversation comes into play that they convince the coach that they can beat him in a run back, which, looking at previous records, their Snake and DK have a good record of running it back. And the games were close. So I think there is a valid argument that DK does get sent in, but I think since if they lose this next one, they lose. I think they have to
They
run
also
Snake.
expect me to go into Void Snake.
I mean, but it's no matter what. I think they still have to lead Snake because Snake, I think, is their strongest pick. Because if they lead DK, he has a lot of match knowledge, just as much match knowledge as the DK, but he still beat DK. I think they lead Snake for the chance of Snake is just as good as their DK in terms of skill, but he has not versed the Snake yet. I think their strongest option is going Snake.
And here's the thing, if they do send in DK and we don't send in him, then he has to take on the Snake regardless.
Yeah.
I feel like
Either way, he's fighting Snake.
could be.
This is Schrodinger's. This is Jonathan's Snake.
I mean, we'll talk about it after.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we'll see how our
We're gonna
player
let-
feels after her game.
Back off.
Finally, somebody else that shares my
Nice.
I don't know. I like that. I like that. Just quote. Finally,
Somebody else with no contacts.
Yes,
It's
no
just
contact.
floating out there.
Because it's such a relatable statement. I think everyone has felt that moment. Finally, someone that gets it.
I would have finished college if it wasn't for that stinking football helmet.
Be careful.
And that is the end of game 3.
That is the end of game 3. Avery taking game 3. So,
And
to
now,
the theory craft.
yes, the ultimate theory craft.
Ultimate fairy craft?
Theory craft.
Sounds like a fun game.
So,
Well, for the world,
It's just
all
a
these
theory.
So,
it's just a theory.
Ultimate theory.
theory. So, we have to declare first.
Yes. I think
Put me in. I got it.
I think no matter what, if we put in Matt as our we declare Matt, I think they declare Snake. I just don't because this if they lose this, that's it, and the DK is already lost.
I can DK them.
Wait a minute. John, we were thinking about this from the point.
I'm gonna ignore her statement.
John, both of us were thinking
No, I'm
about
serious.
how last
Let's play
season
DK earlier.
both players would declare at relatively the same time.
Double blind.
So yeah, double blind. So now we're thinking about it from our perspective. They're going to choose based on what we pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if we send in Pikachu, they're going to send in Snake.
I think they could have a coin toss of who they send in if we send her, but I just don't see why they don't send Snake because Snake he has no experience fighting the Snake.
So if we send in
You know,
Pika,
like-
we send in Pika, they send in DK.
Do you think you could be?
I mean, no, like you said, no matter what, well, yeah, it comes down to who thinks they can beat. If she thinks she
won.
can beat the DK, then there's no adverse effect in sending in Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't feel like you can beat the DK, then we would send you in against the Snake.
Can you send her in against the Snake given that she just won?
We have to declare first.
Fatigue is a
But are you allowed?
It is-
Can't you not
do you
play
feel
someone
fatigued
if you
at all?
Just won the last match.
no. You feel good,
Do you
okay?
think you can Squirtle a DK?
What?
Swirl.
It's because of how
That's
dominant.
what he was doing, and it's a
was a very dominant
same kind of
setting.
attacks.
Hang on.
Dude, I
But
got
wait,
the 0 to
if
70.
she just
in
won the
one
last
chain.
match,
I
you
did.
cannot send her
From
again
Squirtle,
two
that
games in a row.
We can send her
Oh, I
in
thought
if she
you couldn't
wants.
send him 2
It
games in a row.
resets.
I didn't think. Okay.
So
Uppy.
Yeah.
DK's Uppy.
What's
Me
up?
as Pikachu would be dead, just as dead as probably any of us would be with DK's Uppy. Although I'm later.
Make them walk the plank, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. We're not going the pirate though. No pirate.
I still think
Arg.
if
Not- no-
I went in
He's a pirate.
and
Ahoy.
they did DK, I probably would switch characters.
switch.
Who would you
to-
switch into?
Either DK or Carol. I would not play Pikachu. Because Pikachu would die
DK
so
did it.
early.
But you have to play patient.
Right. Well, because the same thing is when he's playing Squirtle, that's the same argument though.
Yeah.
Is like
But
he
then
could
you
die
can switch.
super
You can switch
early.
mid-match.
I mean,
Pikachu's
true.
heavier than Squirtle.
That is true.
So fundamentally, I still see the error because we've had this conversation on
Squirtle did
Discord.
almost
You
die.
sent it on
I
Discord.
know, okay.
You can't just avoid heavy matchups with Pikachu because in theory, if you're playing your combo character, which for most heavies, they're combo fuel, you should be fine as long as you stay patient and don't fall into their traps. Because the same argument is like, if he's only Squirtle, then he should never go against a heavy character, but that's not the case.
No.
So
I think if I went round 1 Pikachu versus DK, definitely feeling it. I feel like I could at least do well.
I think the
So
guy's
let me
sleep
ask
was
it
worse
another
than
way.
Callum's.
Let me take the Smash out of this and let me put the traditional sports in it.
Oh yeah, it is.
Do you want the ball? Like that's the question, right? Like we have to hand the ball to someone right now. Who wants the ball? Who's
Alternative
best
question.
fit?
Alternative question. Switching. How do you feel if you go against the snake?
Sure.
Give me
Did
it.
you
I got
record-
this.
Okay, he feels confident
So
against
that
snake.
to
or
me,
DK.
like if someone wants the ball and is confident, that's something you have to factor in. Might not be the only thing, but you have to factor it in.
And when it's a heavyweight versus a lightweight, both sides have a lot of advantages and then one glaring
Are you
disadvantage.
guys good?
For the lightweight, it's the weight. For the heavyweight, it's the accuracy.
Alright, yeah.
I mean, it's a
so did
patience
we
game
hear
for
Art
both
Van
of
say you want it?
I got this.
Put Art Van in.
Right, it's a patience game for both characters on a heavy versus a light character. Because the heavy has to be
I like my
super patient and wait for the light character to essentially mess up. And the lightweight
Yeah.
can't afford to mess up because then they'll get hit.
Godspeed.
We're gonna beat Novi.
And how are you feeling?
You got this. This is the new Novi.
It's just a worse Callum skin, so.
You just have to beat who's in front of you all the
And it-
time.
Yeah, that's a very straight.
That's all you gotta do. You gotta beat the people in front of you. And the good thing is that there's an upside for what happens next either way.
Yeah,
Either we go home happy or we have a plan.
Good job, guys. Oh, we'll see.
They looked like they were having some
What are we
tech
gonna do?
issues. If you want to check in, there were some
Not
deep
bad.
We're gonna beat Novi.
mouse problems.
Yeah.
If you have a
My
minute
bad.
to check in with them.
Okay, let's. What is this?
And beat Nova. We're gonna beat Nova.
Okay,
Nova.
We're gonna beat Nova. Matt.
Coach
Who are we gonna beat?
chat.
Nova. Who are we gonna beat? Nova. Yeah, we're gonna beat Nova.
I bet Snake.
What are we gonna do?
I'm not gonna have
Upset.
water.
And it will be an upset.
Big upset.
Not that kind of upset. We don't get tilted, but we take the tilts.
We don't get tilted, we use tilts.
The only problem is that that DK starting the game with Let's Smash,
I
bro.
just realized
Bro, it's the best
I don't
quick
use-
chat. What do you mean?
I don't use tilts.
Best
I
quick
only
chat.
use
what
up
do you
tilt. Like I don't use
Oh.
forward tilt only if it's a misimport, but it always works.
Down tilt is only useful for
Down tilt
pancake.
if I'm trying to get down smash and I misinput.
No, down tilt is good for
Just
when you're
realized
pancaking. It's quicker
I can
than
go for
Smash.
pancakes right now.
Slightly faster.
That firing right there threw me off.
Because they would be behind you if you're pancaking.
I'm
Up tilt,
expecting
up tilt,
fast
up
start.
air, up air, down, medium.
If they're shooting projectiles, you can pancake.
Can we switch over to stream this or no?
No, they're recording.
They're still deciding.
So we
Up
can't
tilt,
switch.
up air, up air, down, these are two combos there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
okay.
I,
Stop
input.
with percent if I die to the auto timer.
Callum, buy a beret. Buy a beret.
Yeah, you can match them. Or pick up. Does Mr. Hines has his? You can wear it.
I don't think he
tonight.
has it with him today.
Does he have it with him?
I don't think he
I have my tie. I mean, or my dress shirt.
I don't see one.
Yeah. Not here.
But you guys get to sit for the same time as always.
I got senior three.
No, longer.
I got to take a
Hey,
nap.
we went and hung out at my house.
I
Come
didn't
on.
get to take a nap. I had to take that child home.
That's a fair enough half day.
When you're twins, do you get to call them a child?
No, not that one. The other one.
Oh, the other one. Got it. I was gonna say.
Well, she's
Not
older,
that
so
one.
she gets to call me a
Oh, I
child.
That's
thought you were
fair.
starting the match.
But not.
College apps? Out? Have we figured out where we're going?
You going
We
to
don't know
transport?
who.
Okay, good for you. What are you gonna do?
Airframe maintenance.
Very cool.
On airplanes.
Now is that MIAT?
Yep.
Very awesome. Good for you. Are you impressed that I knew about it?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
was gonna say,
March
wait,
made
you
it in.
Awards
March made it in.
Holy.
Okay, they went.
senior/junior
Don't swear.
year.
Yeah.
And then I
Did
stopped
he fix the mouse issues?
because
Yeah, it was something about a trackpad. It's fine.
So
Now they're having an audio issue.
Liam was having an issue, and
No,
then
no,
Liam's
no,
had an echo
It's
but,
worse.
I mean, the echo is like.
It's worse.
Here,
So
I can move.
I was
No, you got
so sleep deprived when I had contacts that
It's
one
so
time.
good to be here. Like,
that-
I miss being here. If I'm
So
being
I
honest.
thought in the morning that I, did the thing and
Avery,
put
what
the
about you?
contact in,
What's after this year?
Yeah, I'm going to get my.
but
Are you?
That's why I was
when I
surprised-
got to
surprised you knew
school,
Banned Battlefield.
it. I'm going into
I
robotics.
thought I
Okay.
still had them.
And then what about you?
I was
what are you thinking next
essentially,
year?
They banned
when I was trying to take out the
Not sure yet?
contact, I
No
was
shame in that.
really
It's still early.
grabbing
Aiden, what's
my
plan next year?
cornea or something.
What's your
and
plan next
almost
year?
peeling that out.
Still looking into
Yeah,
it.
no, that's why I stopped
Are
wearing
a pain
contacts.
to decide from.
Yes, they are. But what are our
I
options?
didn't hear half of that.
Okay.
Right now,
I don't
gotta
think
have
you want
time.
to hear all of it.
Okay,
No,
you got
it's
this.
okay.
Are
Yeah.
Purdue,
Yep.
Michigan Tech, and University of Tulsa.
Dude, I want to go.
Tulsa?
So bad.
Tulsa, yeah.
What is to what? So is it an engineering program? I assume.
It's a computer science program.
Okay.
SBF.
Very
I
cool.
don't have a good experience with Tulsa.
SBF?
You don't?
Oh my
Why is
God.
that?
I got into a car accident down there.
When were you? Why were you in Tulsa?
We have a friend in Oklahoma.
Got it.
You're a poor
Yeah.
Irish kid.
And then we had to go through Tulsa.
Ah,
That's my only experience with Tulsa, so it's not a
Oh
positive
my
experience
gosh.
with Tulsa.
Don't generalize about my people.
You look like you'd be trying to eat out of a can right now.
Callum,
No,
Callum.
him, Callum
Callum.
specifically.
What does SBF stand for?
Super.
We beat Novi.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, sun protection factor.
I thought the same thing.
And it's the snake.
Gotta ask Matthew. Getting Matthew.
Where are we
All right, let's pretend we're shoutcasting. So the move against Snake here is who's your best bet of the three against Snake?
Well, Squirtle still has speed advantage and can get combos in.
As we're seeing so far.
I would probably say Charizard has the worst time getting advantage,
That makes sense.
but Ivysaur, as a discussion earlier, and he was worried about this matchup, Razor Leaf just destroys grenades,
Okay.
so he completely gets rid of that function while also zoning out the snake.
What's the weight on a Snake character? Is he
Snake is
medium?
considered a heavy.
He's considered a heavy. He's
is.
muscly.
Midway, but on the heavier side.
It's that CQC.
He's heavyweight.
He's full heavyweight?
He's heavyweight because
Nice take.
the big misconception is that everyone always thinks of super heavies, but when there's actually also the
Yeah,
heavyweight.
like, yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Because everyone always thinks of Bowser, DK,
Yeah, that
King
makes sense.
DDD, K Rool, and that's
Well,
it.
and they associate size with weight,
yeah,
which makes
Like,
sense. But
that's why Snake has advantage though. He has a big hitbox, but he has the weight to back it up.
Yeah.
Whereas like Mewtwo, same height, or Sephiroth, same height,
yeah,
not the
Squishy.
same weight at all.
Funny thing is, we
It's-
use the same weight as
Here's the
Pikachu,
thing. Is
which
it
makes
the
no
weight
sense
of the
whatsoever.
clothing?
Really?
Is it the
Yeah,
weight of the mortar long?
Hollow bones, maybe? Who knows?
In actual Pokemon, I think it weighs 250 pounds.
Here's the thing.
So,
Does Snake
they definitely
weigh
did
that
not
much
carry that
because of his
No.
clothing and
But they
body
cared
mass?
about making
Because of the mortar
Puff
launcher?
accurate.
Or because of
Puff's
how
as
many
light as air.
grenades he
It's a
has?
balloon
That's supposed to make
Pokemon.
sense.
the headband.
It's the headband. It's the box.
Bonjour.
We're back to France.
That's what it sounded like he said. Got it. You got it.
Okay,
Nice.
he killed
Not
himself.
needed. Not needed. Not needed.
We got two today. We got two.
Such restraint, though. Usually he hears it and he goes for it, right?
No, stop. Please don't remind me of that.
All right, trying to gain momentum back. Gets the grab, throws him off again.
Fireman's carry. Very nice. Didn't think a little turtle would be able to do that.
I mean,
Clearly more turtle than squirrel, right?
I think the only thing is the tail.
It's got to be, and even the tail. It's a reach.
Snake
It's a
Eater was
reach.
named after Squirtle.
Learn how to play on
Is anybody gonna get the new Metal Gear?
There's a new one.
Is it the one?
They're remaking 3.
Oh.
It's like Snake Eater Delta or something like that.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
Nice work! Let's go! Let's go! This is why you hand the ball to the one, you know, like in this case, it made sense.
We are balling.
Delta. I didn't consider getting it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Nah,
Snake
I'd
Eater was
win.
fun. It's like,
Yeah.
No, I win.
I'd win.
it's like the Metal Gear attempts to be hyper realistic, where like if you get shot, you have to like use your knife, you have to use the styptic, you have to use a bandage, you have to like.
Squirtle can apply a lot of
And there's like little cutscenes for some of them, it's like, which is kind of cool, but also is like just at some point you're like, I don't need to do this.
I will say,
It's like playing Fallout in survival mode, where you're like, you
show
just don't need
respect to
to.
it because
So like
the track record shows this guy can
Yeah.
adapt. So
all the ways to figure out.
don't get
Yeah.
too.
I think that game's great.
Don't get too in
The
there.
fist fight with the electric Russian, like it's so weird.
What are we talking about?
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh,
I have put a lot of time into Elden Ring since. And I'm actually like doing
I've been asking
well.
a lot of people lately, what's a good intro to just all of FromSoft's games? And I've had one Dark Souls 3. I have had a lot of Dark Souls 1 and a lot of Elden Ring.
As someone whose first ever is, well, it depends. If you like giant robot fights, then Armored Core, because my son's playing that and he likes it. But Elden Ring, I'm not a Souls guy, and this has been very fun, and I'm not getting ground into paste. So
Yeah,
like,
I
I have the time to get smoked, and then go, all right, I'll come back there later, and then I go get stronger, and I come back, and I'm like, okay, not yet, and I come back, and I'm like, okay, now I,
Garrett, you want to tell me
How
about
far
Sekiro?
in are you?
No.
I just took out Radon.
Is that the tree guy by the castle?
Garrett,
I don't know if he's a tree guy. He's a dude with a big red plume. He's on a tiny little horse,
Oh, no,
but he's like massive.
There's this one tree guy that guards the castle,
Okay.
and I can't think of his
I
name.
took out Renala, the queen in the academy.
Yeah.
I took out Godric. So like, I made some progress.
Oh, yeah.
of course, when we start talking about souls, is when Heinz is gone.
Yeah,
when
he knows. I've been keeping
it's a
him.
huge.
I've been sending him screenshots on it because like all I wanted was armor that looked cool, and like for the longest time I could only find like standard knight armor, which was fine. And so finally I got my first like marquee set of armor, and I was like, finally, it looks like someone cool who's gonna do a video online instead of just like a knight.
I don't think I've ever played a Souls game. I'm pretty Nintendo. And the closest thing in recent memory, like people said, Metroid Dread was
Okay.
worthless with
Okay.
bosses.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's the closest,
That's
I
fair.
guess.
That's
I
fair.
don't know. I'm trying to think of like games that I've
I've
played. that
never
could be-
played, and I don't usually play games just because they're hard. This I have found not to be terribly hard.
What do we got going on?
We won.
He demolished the
First
first
one,
one.
yeah, he
Two
took
stocks.
it to him. He
We're on
smoked
our
it.
We have one more. We have one more, but
I
he
don't know
demolished
what's
the
taking so
first
long.
one. Like the first game, it was.
Squirtle moment.
Yeah, it worked really well.
And then they started talking about Dark Souls.
Mr. is so happy.
Souls games.
Yeah. I took out old Ispan yesterday and got his armor. I got the bull goat armor. So like
You are just rolling this game over like it's on easy mode.
Only the
I've
pot
made-
armor.
I've made. I just wanted armor that looked cool.
What do you think of my
Took me a long
bottle
time.
opener?
But why do you have a bottle
I
opener?
got it for free.
My dad found it while golfing.
Got
And
it.
it just
Well, that makes sense where he'd find it while golfing.
Yeah, he just saw it in the golf cart. Someone left it, and he's like,
And,
hey,
I did see that last week. You had that.
It's a
That's
He
fun.
hasn't played it, but he thinks it's good.
it's a meaning.
they
in
are
that
making
symbol.
those.
There's a
It's really funny.
I prefer glass
Topo
bottle soda.
Chico, Topo Chico
I'm gonna voice
seltzer
chat
water.
and stream it.
Pretty good.
Isn't it's JARRIO the soda?
Oh,
I
don't
think
know.
that is a.
Okay.
Oh,
I do like pop in a glass
There's
bottle.
an S at the end of it.
Yeah, but then J's gonna be pronounced different.
Harrios.
I do
I like the head turn when you did
pop in a
that.
glass bottle.
So a couple weeks back when we said all the audio, the one stream got cut out. It was kind of like this. It was just ended up being a podcast.
So are they? They're just taking a breather. We're taking a
I
breather.
mean, Matt's taking a breather. He
Okay.
took a walk.
You took a walk. You know what? I'd like to
Midnight
see.
deuce. You know.
I like to see our players
We're not
taking
live.
advantage.
We are.
Oh, did we cut it?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, we are live. We've been live this entire time.
We've been talking this whole time.
Yes.
Yeah. I told you it's the DC podcast.
This is
Yeah,
great.
everyone's even watching.
I can't wait to listen to this.
You know,
Mr. Hines, get a camera up and just stream
Honestly,
the back of the
totally.
the TV. This is why you need the camera.
Wednesday is the next set of matches.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you want the jacket?
I can do Friday. I can do it.
I mean, it's only a couple of weeks.
Friday we'll have
Over
some
my
also,
ticket.
right?
Yes.
So that's gonna
So
be
yeah, that's gonna be fun.
big high magic.
Maybe, but
Like,
yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna pull off the streaming for that.
Last year, there was like that
For Splat?
Yeah, can you stream
well, is it all games running that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Smash will be going. Splat will be going. Rocket League.
I mean, God willing.
Really makes the
Even Val too.
Yeah. Val's Thursday. And we're gonna take a loss there.
Because yeah, that's right.
We're taking a loss in
Well,
battle.
what about HSEL? Is my question.
I don't know. I think that's what that is.
Yeah, but that's why I'm wondering if there's another match this week or if it's just Monday.
I don't know. I think we accounted for everything but my stuff.
Wait, there's another controller connected.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Good thing we caught that now, though. You're gonna be put in the boiler, my friend.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Did you break down and get AirPods?
No, somebody left them. I'm just holding here.
Oh, it's just the case.
Oh, I didn't even look.
We're gonna be.
Those have been there for a long time.
Yeah.
It's just a case.
Yeah, I keep opening them, and I'm like, Mr. Hines has both AirPods in right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's just like the kids. He's just teaching with both of them popped in.
Oh no, we're not allowed them anymore.
Good. You shouldn't
We
be.
should add a sticker to the Discord that's just.
I'm sorry to hear
We're
that.
gonna be Novi.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You got this, our fan.
Second
We
verse,
need
same as
Nova.
the first.
Always got a comment.
We're probably on the stream, eh?
I thought we'd talk them through.
Minecraft music.
Minecraft.
All right, so now there's no platforms here. Who chose the map?
They
We
do.
did.
So why does no platforms benefit a snake?
No platforms is worse
It
for
doesn't.
Snake because
That's what I would have thought.
Because if he puts C4 on a platform,
Yeah.
is much.
You can come on, yeah.
Yeah, it's much.
Same thing with grenades. Their explosion
Yeah.
hitbox is much bigger than you think.
Ooh, send them all the way.
And
Okay.
corridors, I'd be friends.
Thinking that PT can't recover is your first mistake.
Thinking that I would be.
Well, also Razor Leaf causes.
Can't you just go
problems.
after the Pokemon trainer?
Like,
Like, wouldn't that be? Isn't that the move?
There's been jokes about it.
Don't you do that in Yu-Gi-Oh? Don't you? Isn't like the point of Yu-Gi-Oh to go after the person, not the monster?
Yeah, this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh, this is Pokemon.
I know. I'm just saying.
There's probably some ROM hack out there in Pokemon that
Well, you
happens.
see,
They're both children's card games.
True.
I was waiting to see if anybody got angry.
I mean, they're card games.
So yes,
and
one person got angry.
Anime and video games, you know, they're one and the same.
No, I tease. I know that the advanced players are obviously adults.
If Pokemon had an Exodia,
Alright, so
what would it
different.
be?
Different.
It's impossible because unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon TCG has cycles, so you can't use base set. Whereas like Yu-Gi-Oh, you can use the first cards that were ever made to now.
It's kind of the point. It is,
But
like to throw a
Pokemon
lot of
cards
hand
run on
grenade underneath.
cycles, so like only like the most recent like 5 sets are available for use.
Wow, that was an interesting. Oh, you
There
said
are
heavy.
there have been super
To
dominant.
make money.
There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Hey, boy.
Reset that.
It would just be fine for girls.
Yeah. 5 dittos.
Well done.
Because the closest thing I've seen that is comparable to Exodia in TCG is there's a card called Unknown V, and if you gave it the right energy and the opponent had 1 point left, you could just immediately end the game.
Seeing the Calum strategy with the mortars.
Yeah.
I think ledge trapping
Good.
is a very easy thing to learn to do because and beneficial because a lot of people don't know how to handle
Yeah.
being ledge trapped.
Plus, it gets frustrating, right?
Yeah,
I gotta
it's-
imagine
it's-
that's
it's-
the
there's a lot
psychological
of
component.
there's a lot of stress being ledge trapped.
I would still argue Smash is one of the hardest esports we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true.
It's the knowledge, it's the skill, it's the.
I mean, it's
dexterity.
cute and it's Nintendo, but it
There's
is still
Kirby.
one of the
The
hardest.
reaction time piece.
And the mental piece, like, oh,
Yeah.
this guy's doing the same thing over and over and over again.
I mean, but I will always say every game has a lot of mental strain in it that's
Yeah.
competitive. Because you could say the same thing for Valorant if you're peeking in the same
Nice!
corner every single time and you're still getting out.
Even chess, where it's not as intense, but there's still time limits and there's still
Yeah.
techniques
Ooh,
and
flurry.
whatnot.
I've been having this conversation a lot about esports at school.
I have
A
a
lot of people say
conversation.
chess isn't a sport, but if you take the definition of a sport, a lot of things are sports.
Yeah,
I
I do
think-
But
agree.
is it a sandwich?
Yeah, if you have 2 boards and no pieces.
Wow.
If you're hungry.
The real question is
Bump
the
set
ocean
spike.
soup?
Oh.
Is coffee soup?
Yes.
It's all flavored water. That's what we decided.
No,
Yeah.
coffee's not. I mean, if you define tomato soup as soup, then I guess loosely yes.
Loosely, yes is still yes.
But I don't really call tomato.
Nice!
Yeah! Let's go, Falcons!
Hey!
Nice!
No way! What did he that was the most esports thing in the world. It is actually. That happens so often where it's just like they don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Falcons Gray with the upset.
Yeah.
Coming back. We love to see it.
It's very important to note that Hines went for a fist bump and Art Van tried to high five him and grabbed his hand.
What was it? 60
I just want that on the. I just want that on the internet. I just
What
want
was
that.
it? 60
Hey, watch this. Mr. Mooney, check this out.